Guys, coming at you from beautiful Kauai. I'm going to be going over something slightly different today. I'm going to be talking to you about three secrets that corporations don't want you to know. So these are I've done a lot of research into success and billionaires and the histories of major billionaires and corporations, and I've come across a lot of things, mindset changes that have really shifted how I go about my life differently than most people. That has afforded me the ability to sort of live life on my own terms. And I'm going to start going over some of these quote-unquote secrets that corporations don't want you to know. So there's going to be three of them. This is the first video. And the first secret is that the way corporations make money is off of it's the new form of slavery. Corporations make money, they're arbitraging human minds. That's what it is. Corporations arbitrage human brain power, human mind capacity. And this is a big distinction. To understand this to truly understand this will mean you'll never work for a job or a major corporation again. To truly understand this will mean that you will find a way as fast as possible out of your job, because the way it works is your brain has a certain capacity. Your skills are worth a certain amount. And the way major corporations make their money, they're not inventing stuff. Most corporations, they rely off of people to make the things, to service the people, to sell their goods, to form relationships, to program, whatever. And what they're counting on is that for every $2,000 a month or $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month they pay you, they make $20,000, $50,000, $100,000. And this is true. Look at the valuations of major corporations. Generally, they're paying on average, let's say to Google, if you even out all of their employees, they're paying $100,000 per employee. That's their employee costs, $100,000 per employee. Now their valuation is $1 million. Their revenues is $1 million per employee. Now their valuation is $10 million per employee, 10 times price earnings. That's called a multiple, right? So in essence, they're paying each employee 1% of what they're worth, and this is how it functions. They're paying, that's how they make money. So they're arbitraging human mind power. And once you realize this, think of the Matrix, right? Think of the Matrix. They're huge stacks of little people in cells. They're sucking those. That's a metaphor for corporations. That's a metaphor for corporations. Corporations are those large buildings. And the people in pods, it's their minds. The corporations are sucking their minds. So that's our energy. That's our energy. They were saying they were harvesting human energy. They're talking about our mind power, our intention, our thought, our life. Okay? So to go a bit further, when I discovered this was when I was one of my first jobs at I was working at an ad agency. I was being paid $6,000 a month, and at this ad agency, I ended up making the company, I believe it was, they were billing the client, I think something along the lines of $20,000 a month. I was managing $20,000 a month worth of business. Now, when I came in, I started doing all that work, and I started making the ad agency within 4 to 5 months because I was so good at advertising, at AdWords. I started making the ad agency $250,000 per month in billings, right? $250,000 per month extra. So, and my costs were the same. So I went to my boss and I asked for a raise. And I thought it was just reasonable, right? As a reasonable human being, I thought I could get some sort of raise or at least an incentive plan, a performance plan. Now, he said no. You know, he plainly said, take a hike, because in his mind, he came from, the corporate mindset, meaning you have to arbitrage human minds to make money. That's how money is made. That's that old school mentality, right? So the whole point is I realized, I said, holy shit, I'm making an extra $250,000 per month for this ad agency, and I don't even get an incentive plan. And that's when I realized corporations are built off of extracting value from people, our labor, our minds, and just making more off of it. So no matter what you do, if you're working for a major corporation, you are having your life harvested. You're having your muscles or your body, your work harvested. You're having your mind harvested and marked up. And you're getting nothing in return. You're getting the lowest amount they can pay you in return. And that's a losing battle. That's not a battle you want to be a part of. Because what happens is you become a commodity. You've allowed yourself to become a commodity like a slave. Okay? Like a slave. The way to get out of slavery is not to work harder. The way to get out of slavery is to not try to work to the end of your life. The way to get out of slavery is to actually break your freaking chains and get the hell out as fast as you can. It's to run north. It's to run north to Chicago, New York, to Canada. It's to run towards freedom. Okay? And the freedom is not in a corporation. The freedom is in being an entrepreneur. Okay? So that's the first secret that corporations don't want you to know. Now, guys, go over to the second video, because I'm going to go over in the second video the second secret that corporations don't want you to know. There's a link, there should be a link somewhere up here or in the description to go to that second video. But make sure you watch all 3 videos, because this is important stuff and it'll change your life. So see you in the next video.